Hey, friends. Welcome to my Facebook Live, where we're going to be discussing the number one thing that people do that causes them to fail in their fitness and ultimately not get the results that they are wanting. Now, I'm Coach Josh. I've been working at this for 20 years now, helping career driven achievers just like you get and keep the results that they want in their fitness. And today's topic, like I said, the mistake of motivation. What does that mean? So I think the number one mistake that people make when they're trying to get in shape for the first time or trying to get back in shape after a long hiatus is the mistake of motivation, which makes sense, right? A lot of times when we download a workout program or join a CrossFit gym or something like that, we're in a place of immense motivation, immense drive, and excitement to change. We want to get out of the pain we're in, whether it's change our bodies, or maybe we're in physical pain, like maybe you gain a lot of weight, maybe the joints are hurting, something like that. So motivation is high, and when your motivation is really high, you can squeeze a lot of energy and attention towards your fitness. And because we have this much energy and attention, a lot of times we set our fitness program or our expectations at the maximum level. And that, again, that's awesome. It's a mistake of honesty, and excitement, and trying to do too much. But then you've done is, when your motivation drops a little bit, or a new project takes your attention away, or family problems come up, or for some reason your energy and your focus can't be 100% of what it was when you started, you feel like a failure, or you start to beat yourself up, or you think that you're not really doing fitness, or doing anything, right? So that you lose your own buy-in to your idea of success or the program. And I see people do this all the time when they join a new gym and they're coming 5 days a week and they're really, really excited. Saw that a lot at Training for Warriors, but oftentimes it wasn't sustainable. Now, a simple mindset shift to invert this or to combat this mistake of motivation, and a new way of looking at it is, okay, so if 100% of my capacity or my motivation is here, and that's working out every single day and measuring all my food or whatever, what's 10%? Like, what's the minimum, like the minimum increment down here? So thinking incrementally and giving yourself a fitness program that doesn't take 100% of your motivation and effort to sustain, and it might even be fun. Like, just think of like going for a walk every day. And when that daily habit takes hold and you start to feel more energy and you start to feel better, then all right, we're gonna go to the gym twice a week. You set that appointment. You can you even get a workout buddy to help you with that accountability piece, just twice a week. And again, the energy that it demands, the focus that it demands, is still down here. It's not taking everything you've got. So then when life kind of pushes down on you and those demands creep in with work, family, you still have energy. Again, you're only doing the minimum effective dose, the minimum increment, and if you make a mistake, you're not holding yourself to this ideal of 100% intensity and effort the whole time. And in that way, that trying softer mentality and that thinking just a little bit differently about how could I help myself feel better with my fitness program, versus making it a burden and an exhaustive effort. And because it doesn't, this doesn't cause anxiety to have that commitment on your calendar, and you're already getting the benefits of moving, and you're starting to gain momentum, you start to get confidence, it's easier to make the next successive step. And it's counterintuitive. It's not glamorous, right? You can't, or you can take a picture and celebrate on Facebook just about anything, but it's a lot less dramatic than the 6-week challenge or the 12-week challenge or the whatever it is, the whole 30. Now, there's anything wrong with doing the whole 30, but it's a high level commit. It's a high commitment program. So by not exhausting yourself, by not beating yourself up, and by not making that mistake of motivation, you get the reps in, you get to build momentum over time. Instead of starting at 100, you start from 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, and work your way up. And then your identity becomes that of somebody who is consistently working towards the goal. Now, that's easier to say but harder to do. It's very difficult when you're in that time of pain and immense motivation to think modestly about your interventions or the things that you're trying to commit to. But I always ask the question, okay, so if I want to commit to a new habit on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident am I that I can do it every single day? And if it's not a 9 or a 10, then I've picked something that's a little bit too challenging for me and I need to scale it down. So if I'm talking about working out, how confident am I each week that I can work out once a week? Okay, I'm pretty confident that I could go out into a park and do some calisthenics. Okay, great. So what about 2 times a week? Maybe I'm a 6 or a 7. All right, start with 1. So by confidence testing and asking yourself those questions, the steps that you take become more sustainable and easier to build on over time. It's a little inverted thinking, but that's how you can get results. And the internet's full of these stories. I like to read these blogs. I have friends all the time that they start out by going for a 30-minute walk every day, and in a year and a half they're down 50, 60 pounds and feel great, and they didn't do any dramatic program or take any diet pills or anything like that. So there's anecdotal evidence all around us, but importantly, if you're doing what feels good, you're going to be more likely to stick with it versus something you have to grit your teeth, grind, and suffer through. So, mistake of motivation, going too far with your fitness, and then making your life harder because of it is probably the number one leading cause of failed fitness programs and the reason why people get frustrated with themselves. But if you want to learn more about that, I've got a free webinar coming up. Happy to share the whole fitness and nutrition ideas that I have around making your fitness easy, sustainable, and keeping those results for life. So go ahead and comment if you like this and if you want to be invited to that webinar. And I'll continue to be making sure you have all the tools you need to get whatever it is you want. Coach Josh, out.